山の方行って帰って。だから静岡、港さんまで行ったら静岡へ泊まるやん。宿泊。で、翌日に、日本のマングバラとかさ、
Where you go? All right, Weston, new thing. All right, the poll's up, the mosh pit's active. $170 billion. I'm at the hospital here, right, in Japan. Just walked in. Yeah, I'm in Japan. Look, I'll show you. I'm at the hospital, look. See that? That's all Japanese. HPV. They got ads on HPV. About pregnancy. How you doing? So take the poll. Take the poll. Take the poll. MAGA Nazis. Listen. That's what we're gonna do here. Wait, I remember. You love because of Trump. What? What are you talking about? You moved? Yeah, 20 years ago I moved because of Trump. I'm next one up. I'm trying to guess what my hospital bill is gonna be. What do you think my hospital's bill? I walked in, no appointment. I got a blood test, right? Saw the doctor. What do you think my hospital bill is gonna be? I know he doesn't. No, 1776, baby. He's a fucking, you know. Yeah, he held the anniversary for 1776 on, 2025. The 250-year anniversary is next year, not this year. What the hell? 482, 485. They skipped me. All right, how you gonna test me, dude? Let me test you there. Do you believe in the Constitution? Kirk, do you believe in the Constitution? $184. God damn, there's a rush on it. Right. You understand when I call MAGA Nazis, I'm not saying you're 1941 Nazis. You understand that, right? You're not even 1940 Nazis, not even 1939 Nazis or 38 Nazis. What I'm talking about, right, is 1928 to 1933 Nazis. specifically 1933, because 1933 is when Hitler took over the Weimar Republic. And he started to what? Take away people's due process. Which people did he take away due process for? He took it away from political activists. He took it away from the Jews. Now Donald Trump is doing the same thing. He's taking away people's due process. All right? Same time. Right? He's taking away people's due process. Look, I'm wearing a mask. In a Japanese hospital, you're supposed to wear a mask. Look, everyone's wearing masks. Right? Everyone has masks. Just what you do. Why do you think we would care about your opinion? Why do we, what? You're here, aren't you? Highlander. You're a Nazi, Highlander. Hey, jealous loser. Take the test there. Get your vote in, Hunter. Hunter, get your vote in. Weston, I think Cindy wants to clap some of these people, Western. Cindy, see you in a minute. Welcome to the show. This is like a Squid Games, but what we do is we smash the Nazis. So it's kind of a Squid Game. We give out prizes, awards. We have a leaderboard on it. Due process is after arrest. Deportation orders is the due process. Dan, no, it isn't. They don't get any due process, dude. Due process, you don't even know what due process is, Dan. Due process means you have a right to an attorney. Due process means you have a right to have a judge hear your case. That is due process, dumb fuck. Get the fuck out of here. You're fucking dumb. Go study up on due process. Now I'm trying to change the meaning of due process. Right? It's a right for you, right? False search and seizure, right? Having a warrant. If you're being arrested, you better have a warrant. Unless I'm committing a crime. If I'm committing a crime, then you don't need a warrant. But if I'm walking down the street and you're just like, oh, that guy looks Hispanic, let me go grab this guy. That ain't due process. That's Nazi. You fuckers are Nazis, right? That's what you are. You are filthy fucking Nazis. No different than 1933. Take the poll, right? MAGA Nazis. 2025 MAGA, 1933 Nazi. That's the Nazi I'm talking about. We don't want you to get to the 1941 Nazi when you're just killing the poor Hispanics or killing your political folks. Right? We don't want that. God damn. My ticket still's not up. I like to play with my food. What did Eric say? All right. Hater. I'm not a hater. I don't hate at all. I want you to wake up, Daniel. Daniel Daly. We don't hate, dude. We just don't want you to become the 1941 Nazi. We want you to realize that you're 1933 Nazi. See, the Nazis, no one was telling the Nazis in 1933, they didn't have social media, right? Didn't have social media. So no one could tell them. So we have social media. So even I'm in a hospital here whispering, waiting to pay my bill. Imagine having to classify everything through the lens of 1930s terminology. Nazism, communism are long gone. No, they're not. That's the thing is, they're not long gone. Great city. No. The thing is, I have to use Nazi because the MAGA are too dumb to know what fascism is, right? Nazi is a fascist. When I say Nazi, it's fascist. Whether you're targeting Jews or you're targeting minorities, Hispanics, it's the same thing. What's the difference? What's the difference when Hitler targeting Jews and Trump targeting Hispanics? What's the difference? Or undocumented? There's absolutely no difference at all. Yeah, I'm in a hospital. I have to wear masks. Still wearing a mask. In Japan, you have to. But I've got it down. In it. Where the fuck is my bill? Finally, it's here. All right, so guys, what do you think the bill's gonna be? Anyone guess in yen? Guess in dollars. What do you think my bill's gonna be? All right, here's the test. So this is the checkout in Japan. Look at this here. Look. All right. Then you get your barcode right here. God damn. God damn. It was. Goddamn blood test. Ah, banknotes. God damn. It did cost me Ichiman. God damn. Okay. So there you go. $12,000. Is that change? Maybe we'll change here. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I wonder why it was so expensive. I wonder why it was so expensive. Let me go translate this here. Now I know why the doctor was calling me to get that consultation fee. All right. No, the bill surprised me being this high. So now it explains. So you get that damn mask, and then you have to pay a consultation fee for the doctor to read the fucking data. Seems like a scam to me. All medicine, dude. But still, look at that hot, smelty. All right, we're back. Goddamn, it's hot in Japan. Ugh. You know why my blood pressure? You know why my blood pressure is so low, right? You know why my blood pressure is so low? Right here. This
This is old man's beard. It's a fungus that grows on trees. I've been chewing it since yesterday. No, it's fungus. It's fungus. It's called old man's beard, right? Anti-inflammatory. So when I went to the mountain yesterday, I found it. I've been chewing it. Mm. What 2 terabytes? Looks like you got 2 terabytes easily. I got to go get my son. 4 o'clock. All right, we're on a drive. Show you a little bit. This is my hospital. Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Undaudu, the atheist monk. That's right. Here I am, depicted 5,000 years ago on the Mayan Codex, sitting on a foundation of Bitcoin, programmable blockchain, which is the DAO, right? That's why programmable blockchains exist, for the DAO, and finally the DO, a distributive unconsciousness, AI, right here, Undaudu. Remember to undo with a smile and a laugh. Thou help, do serve. Undaudu. So the whole desire here is to, I'm an American. I've been in Japan for 21 years this September. You know, and I'm like, holy shit, America's gone full Nazi. Isn't that amazing? Gone full Nazi. You know, if you don't believe in due process, if you don't believe that everyone should have access, you know, to you know, then you're not American. Due process is not for Americans. Due process is for every person in America. Read the Constitution. If you're in America, you get due process. Everyone gets due process. What does due process mean? It doesn't mean, it means that if you get picked up, you get an attorney. It means you get a court date. It means you get to be heard by a judge. That's what due process means. It doesn't mean that you automatically get shipped to a third world country. You get sent to a concentration camp in, you know, and where is it? Damn concentration camp, South America somewhere. ECOT. Forget where it is. Where's ECOT? El Salvador. God damn, I'm like losing my mind here. El Salvador. Read the IRA. Get back to me. You don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean read the IRRA? Read the IRRA. Right? Get back to you. Fucking Nazi. But I'll tell you what, we'll read it out right now. Read it out right now. All right? What do we go? Let's look it up. Let's read it right now together. Let's read it together. All right? Let's read it together right now. What the hell was it? What was it? The hell was the, what was it called? Adolf Trump for king. There you go, Jesse James. Jesse James, you know, embracing his Nazi. That's what I want to hear. Embrace that Nazi. Jesse James is embracing his Nazi. Good for you, Jesse. I respect that. I mean, respect your Nazi. If you're going to be a Nazi, respect it. Right? You know, the Nazis love it. The, you know, the right-wing racists, they love King. Why does all of the you know, why do all of the KKK, the white supremacists, why do they all love Trump? Because he's a Nazi. They know it. They love their Nazi. You know, you just ask yourself, why does the white supremacist love Trump? You guys never ask yourself that question? Why does the white supremacist, why does the KKK, why do all these people that are fascinated with Hitler love Trump? Come on, Trumpers, MAGAs, because MAGA is the new Nazi party. But understand, that's just the punchline. It's a comedy show, right? It's comedy. The punchline is we got fucking Nazis in America. That's the punchline, right? Right in America, we got fucking Nazis. Insane. Just literally insane. What do you think of that? Yeah. You have to understand that the person who is MAGA they have a failed life. They probably have a failed marriage. They probably, you know, have kids that hate them. You know, they don't have a relationship. They're not in love, and because they're so bitter and hateful, they want to cause pain on others. They get pleasure by not having to focus on their own useless stature, right? So they want to like go ahead and attack others. That's what a MAGA is about. MAGA is about displacing the pain that they feel onto other people. It makes them feel better. You know, they're heartless evil. For example, like the 4-year-old girl. The 4-year-old girl who has stage 4 cancer. The argument is, oh, her mother doesn't have paper. Get the girl, get her out of here. No. We don't want to save the 4-year-old girl. She shouldn't get any treatment. No. That's how heartless. And then on top of it, the hypocrisy. They call themselves, they're Christian, and they don't have anything, there's nothing about them that is Christian. As an atheist monk, I have more fucking Jesus in my little finger than they do in their entire fucking being. And they read the Bible, and they hold the Bible, and they go, God is, Jesus, you know, Christ is king bullshit. And yet, right, they don't see the hypocrisy in what they're doing. They, you know, it's like they've never read anything or heard anything Jesus has said. Absolutely nothing, right? The hypocrisy. Like they hold up the book that to them are empty pages. Absolutely nothing. The poor fucking Christians, right? The hypocrites. And that's the sad. You just got to be sad. You have to really, you just have to be, you know, you have to feel pity for the MAGA, pity for these individuals who don't realize that they are the Nazis of 1933. They're being manipulated, lied to. Like look at the big beautiful bill. Right? The majority of people that are going to be harmed by the great beautiful bill, you know who's going to be harmed? It's them. You know who are the #1 recipients of Medicaid and Medicare? The Trump supporter, right? Especially in rural places. So now they're trying to scramble and get like a fund for rural hospitals because they realize they fucked the rural hospitals. They realize they fucking their constituents over, right? It's so funny. MAGA, there's just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's dumb and then there's MAGA. I mean, literally, there's dumb and then there's fucking MAGA, right? There's like, I mean, you never realize that there's a level below dumb and stupid, right? But there is. It's called MAGA. MAGA dumb, MAGA stupid. It's like, let's go ahead and cut the benefits that my hospital needs, right? So even though I have health insurance, my rates are gonna go up, my hospital's gonna go, my doctor's office, right? Because that big beautiful bill, they could put 170 billion towards, right? Look at this MAGA, look at them come out. Look at these Nazis. Oh my God, they're trying to wrap themselves in their dumbness. It's like a flag. You know, they think by saying MAGA and Trump somehow it's going to erase the truth, the reality, the hypocrisy that they existed. All right, yeah. Welcome to the show. I'm Undocumented, the atheist monk. With me is NBA basketball player hanging out. They hang out with me. NBA basketball players hang out with me. You see a black guy, I see an NBA basketball player. You see the difference? You're like, why is that black guy behind you? That's an NBA basketball player right there. That's the difference. See, you know you're a racist when your first thought is, why is there a black guy behind you? That's racist. See? This as a way to point out your racism. You don't realize, you don't think, oh, who is that? No, you think, why? What is that? Right? You guys are racist pieces of shit. And that's proof. Right? Why is there a black guy behind you? Why is there a black guy? Ooh, there's a black guy there. No, that's an NBA basketball player. Right? Hanging out with me. What's up, buddy? How you doing? My kids love basketball. We got another NBA basketball player sitting over there. Well, he's got a shirt over his head. Sorry about that. He's got a shirt. He's sleeping. Look how beautiful Japan is. Look at all the traffic. Look at the sky. Look at the green. Look at all the rice. Trump says we don't have rice. Dude, look at all the fucking rice that's growing. All right, we just don't want American shit rice. GMO rice. We don't want GMO rice in America or in Japan. We don't want it. I know. Insane. Anyway. Take the poll, folks. We have a mosh pit. If you want to feel like you want to have a debate, say something interesting, I'll debate you. If you say something dumb, if you're boring, we'll smash you, right? We get rid of boring, right? Right? If you come in there and go, MAGA, MAGA, it's like tweakers. We call them tweakers, tweaking on Trump. Trump fentanyl, right? Snorting that Trump. Oh my God, let me cut my legs off on there. But welcome. Cindy Prim. Cindy's getting her whack on. What's the point of wearing, what? A seatbelt. You wear improperly. So, this keeps me from flying through the window. I want to show off my image. All right, I'm wearing a seatbelt. I don't like the restriction on my boobies. You know, my boobies are sensitive. So all you see is I don't have the seatbelt like this here, which you're right, I should have it there. But I want you to see my I want you to look upon me. Look upon. And the fact that it drives you, it makes you upset gives me pleasure. Does it say on the law that it has to go across? I mean, would I mind if I wear my seatbelt like this in the States? Or is this wearing your seatbelt? You have to have it buckled around you, right? I don't know, would you get a ticket in America if you wore your seatbelt like this? What's up, Bruce? Oh, it does say it has to go over the shoulder. What does the seatbelt law say in the United States? Does it have to go over the shoulder? Is it specific on what the seatbelt is?
Yeah, generally the seatbelt should go over your shoulder.
I'm not telling you what it says generally. I'm asking what I'm not asking whether. I'm asking what the law says about wearing a seatbelt.
Oh, gotcha. The laws can vary depending on where you are, but in most places the law does say that the seatbelt needs to be worn over the shoulder and across the chest. It's always good to double check the specific regulations for your area just to be sure.
What's the law in Japan? Does the law in Japan say that?
Yes, in Japan it's mandatory for everyone in the vehicle, including in the back seats, to wear seatbelts.
But does it say how to wear the seatbelt? Does it have to go over the shoulder in Japan?
Yes, in Japan, and the seatbelt does need to go over the shoulder for adults. It's part of the safety regulations to make sure that the seatbelt is effective in protecting you.
All right, you're right. Look at that. Called me out.
All good. It's always great to...
Ah, you're right. Appreciate it. I wear it correctly now. I didn't know that. See, I listen. That's right. I listen to AI. I back it up. What you said was true. It varies. The speed limit in Japan varies. Let's see. It should be see if there's a sign. Usually it's around, but no one follows it. It's usually like 40, but people don't follow it. Like, let's see if it's written on the road. Sometimes it's written on the road up here. I drive a little cube car. I can sleep in it. It's like a little van. It's called a K van. Like this black car on my right, similar to that car there. You see that car there? Right there. Mine's bigger though. That's a little cube car. Mine's bigger. It's a Suzuki. I drive a Suzuki. It's the van part is big enough for me to stretch out, so I can use it as a camper van. So I can, sleep in it. What's with the shitty resolution? I don't know what the resolution is. Look at these guys here. They're working on the power line. These guys. Look, they're doing this is power line work. Look at these guys working. They're putting in. Look, it looks like they're putting in fiber. This is fiber. All these guys. Yeah, you see it's like the middle line, so this is fiber. They're putting fiber optics, maybe running another fiber optics line or something. It could be my VPN. Let me take my VPN. Anyone else have bad reception? Anyone else have bad reception? You have bad reception too, JS? I restarted it. I closed and restarted it. It could have been because I was in the hospital or something. So, there you go. I'll show you a little of that. Now that the reception's better, I'll show you where I live. I live in rural Japan. Now there's fucking street work here. Now they're doing all sorts of work on this road. Yeah, see, they're repairing the road here. Yeah, I'm putting repair work. I speak a little Japanese. Look at this. Comes in here going Nazi. Chuck a rad. Bye bye. See you, Nazi. You shout Nazi. Weston, you're on a roll. I live near Fukui, which is in Echizen, near Echizen. I'm 2.5 hours from Kyoto, northeast, northwest, northeast toward northwest, away from America. There's I've seen what's it called? What's the big Hummer? I've seen they've got people have fucking Humvees here. I've seen American cars. I mean, they have some big fucking cars here. I don't know why. It's kind of dumb because the roads are so narrow. It's, but some people have them. I mean, they like their big cars. See that white van there? That my truck is like that white van, but black version. All right. This road, you get to see, look. Repairing the road. Look at that. They're putting a hole. Look at how much work. Look how deep they go down. How fast. Look, they're repairing this whole road. Look at these guys. Look at that. They got the tar truck there. Oh, wow. Look at this road. It's going to be nice. Look, they're repairing this road. Look how thick. You see how thick amount of concrete? Look how much they're putting on top. Masa. Masa is the SoftBank guy. Masa-san. He's the head of the SoftBank. Look at all the cars, dude. Look at all the cars. It's like there's like no one around. Insane. Having all the whole cars to yourself. What's up, motor? That guy's holding the phone. Illegal. Can't hold a cell phone anymore in Japan in your vehicle. So I pick up my 18-year-old. I know, man. Imagine driving to a place where you have like as much traffic as me. I love it. I love that, I mean, there's sometimes we have traffic. Like, depends. Like, right now, 3 o'clock, everyone's just working. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Print out the 14th Amendment on card. And, like, hey, do you think, and it's like, you go to someone and says, what do you think of these guys being deported by, I think that's a good idea. But what about the 14th Amendment? Oh, they're not American. And then you hand them a card. You may want to read the Constitution again, sir. How was it, hobo? Yeah? I bet you had a good time, right, hobo? I love Democrats. You're so temperamental. What are you talking about? I'm misinformed. God. How so? Luke, let's talk about it, Luke. Luke, let's talk about it. What about my argument is misinformed? Are you not violating people's due process? Is ICE not deporting people, grabbing people off the street? There's been actually a judge found them, what they're doing is illegal, just by a federal judge. Violating the 4th and 5th Amendment. Search and seizure. Well, if you go onto the expressway, yeah. You go on the expressway, hobo, you got to pay the express fee. I mean, it cost me like, $180 just to go, from one end of Japan to the other. But if you don't mind the time and you want the beauty, just take the scenic roads. I love just taking, it'll take me like 2-3 hours longer, but I'll take the scenic roads and just enjoy the entire trip, just checking it out. You don't have to get on the fucking interstate. The interstate in Japan, you pay more, they pay a lot of money for it. But on weekends, they have a holiday fee. They cut it in half. But yeah, the interstate fees are expensive. What law did they break, YouTube, princess? What law did they break? Did they break a criminal law, princess? Princess, did they break, YouTube princess, did they break a criminal law? What law did they break? Is Trump a rapist or is he an adjudicated rapist? Which is it? Which is Trump? A rapist? Did he break a law? Is he a rapist or adjudicated rapist? Which is he? Which is he? Which is he? Trump, is he a rapist or an adjudicated rapist? Which one is he, princess? Which one? According to you, Trump's a rapist. According to you, he broke the law. Trump should be in jail as a rapist. According to you. If you believe what you believe, if you believe that they broke the law, then you believe Trump is a fucking rapist. He's a rapist. That's what you believe, right? Because not having papers in America is not criminal. It's a civil infraction. But you're princess, it's a civil infraction. It's not like a parking ticket. If you really want to change it, go after the employers that employ these individuals. Why are they going after the employers, princess? Explain me that. Why are they going after the employers, princess? Why isn't Trump a rapist, princess? He was found guilty, but he's not a rapist. Why? Because it's a civil infraction, not a criminal infraction. You need to understand the difference between a civil infraction and a criminal infraction. All right. There's my son, sweaty. Want water? Want some water?
Also,
Oh man.
sick gonna be shortly.
Huh?
What's shortly?
What?
Shortly.
Short thing.
Shortly.
Shortly?
Yeah.
I'll be there shortly.
What's that mean?
It means
An hour?
no.
Fucking hour.
Shortly means I'm on my way. When I get there, come on. I was at the hospital in Fukui. Why couldn't you walk home? Why didn't you call home?
Didn't say that.
Oh, I didn't say that. You want some water?
Oh.
Huh? I mean, you could have walked home. Could have.
I thought you were coming. I thought you were at that hospital.
No.
Because you said you're gonna be shortly.
Well, shortly just meant like 20 minutes to me, shortly.
Yeah, and you spent 1 hour.
It shouldn't have been 1 hour. The reason why was the checkout took so long. Looks like you guys murdered all the Nazis. All right, go on, kids. Go on. They're like sitting there, not paying attention. How much time did he get? What's up, Mouse South? None? Rich and powerful. Rich and powerful. You can beat up women, you know. Now he's going to be he's going to be empowered. They need to. They need to, like, if you don't believe in the Constitution, then you. Yeah, what people don't realize is the big thing is $170 billion, adding 10,000 to 20,000 new ICE members, right? They say 10,000. I wouldn't surprise if they don't hire more, 10, 15,000. And then weaponizing that police state. We have a police state in America. And no one's talking about it. No one is talking about the police state that's coming to America. When you add 10,000 more of these individuals, and these people are going to be the worst of the worst. They're going to be the cops that, you know, can't get hired. You know, they're wearing masks, they're obscuring who they are. You know, it empowers them to be violent. It's like someone, like, there's the one video of the guy in the car, and the Hispanic dude comes up and he's filming us, and why are you following us? Why are you following us, right? Dude, that guy probably was inside. It's like they're pulling people from maybe like the narco investigation group, and now they're just picking up everyone. He is a dingus. Yeah, it's insane, JS. That's what people don't realize. You're not going to turn this police state off. You think it's going to go away after they get rid of the immigrants? What do you think? He's going to use it for, weaponizing against the, voting. They're going to use it to go after people who disagree. They're going to use it, they're going to weaponize ICE. It's so obvious. Yeah, they are resigning, but they're just clearing out. There's the good ones. They're the good ones going. They're going to replace them with bad ones. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's helping. And that's why I'm saying it has to go even more. It has to be even more. It has to be like, they've got to hear Nazi. You got to hear Nazi. YouTube Princess has been here 20 years. Yeah, YouTube princess is like 20 years YouTube princess. And now YouTube princess got Nazi on us. I don't know. It's crazy. Wow, the tide's really high, Tommy. Look how high the tide is. Sugoi. The tide's really high. Water's really high. I should fish. You want to fish? You want to do some fishing with your dad? Huh? The water's really high. I wonder why it's so high. Because of the full moon? Really high. And how eyes. Wouldn't surprise me. We did too, Kenny. Japan needs nukes. The sooner Japan gets nukes, the better. Every country needs nukes. We just need to go, everyone got to go nukes. Only way to stop people is like, dude, I got nukes. You want to fuck with me? I'm going to nuke the shit out of you. You stay on your fence, I'll stay on my fence. It's crazy, but that seems like the only thing that's going to stop. If Ukraine still had their nukes, you think Russia would have attacked them? Nope. You think, Molly? You think Russia would attack Ukraine if they had nuclear weapons? Hell no. Just like look at North Korea. Fucking little pissant fucking shit country. The only reason why they exist because they have nukes. Only reason they exist. That's why do they exist, Molly? Why does North Korea exist? Why do they exist, Molly? Explain it to me. Nukes is the only thing that's the reason why North Korea exists. If they didn't have nukes, they wouldn't be around. Either China would gobble them up or South Korea would gobble them up. All Molly can say is no. Molly's like, no. The only thing people listen to is nukes. Look at this guy. Get out of the way, stupid crow. Crow about hit my car. You're agreeing with me. Sorry, Molly. That's why I got to get people blue. Because I just assume when I see no. You know, people, bullies, the only thing bullies respect is more power. If you don't have power, the bully's just going to bully you. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality. You want some ice cream? Can I make you you want to make you a special ice cream sundae? Make up for you? All right. I'm going to make my son a special ice cream sundae. Make him wait out in the poor heat all this time. My poor boy. Go make a crazy ice cream sundae. Did this thing die on me? I guess it did die on me. This thing must have died on me. I need to put in another. Gotta grab another charger unit. Another charger unit, Molly. 2%. Okay, we got charge. Let's grab this guy. Let's see, channel activity.
Molly, you're not very verbose. Molly Marconi. Molly Marconi. All right, let's go. Gotta get all this water out of here. God damn it. This thing needs to go inside. All right, let's grab a container of water. God, why is this leaking all over my, what the fuck? Why is this leaking? Oh, the fucking top's not on right. Why is this not going on right? The fuck? Damn. Gotta get this. Ah. Let me go get the other one. Molly, good night. Do I look pretty? Dude, I haven't seen you, dude. How can I know if you look pretty, Molly? Molly, you sound like you're a young person. God damn. Getting this water out of my car because it's let's see, water. Water. No. No, Japan doesn't want nukes. But they talked about it for the first time. So yeah, they're talking about it. Yeah, make sure.
All right. All right, here's your ice cream. I know, man. That's right, Molly. Right, Molly. No. It's just, I look at cooking like art. It's you again. Don't you, what? Don't you, a real lie? What does that mean, Alessandro? What's your malfunction? What's my malfunction? What do you mean? Bad wolf pudding. Let the guy talk. I'm trying to understand him. What's your malfunction? I am robot. I am robot. I am malfunctioning. Alright, it's 4 o'clock. Let's figure out where Mikey is. I think he said 4:30. Where's Mikey? Can you message Mikey what time he wants me to get him? Oh, the guy, come on. You tired? I made you a thing. Where's my cup? Why's my cup out here? Were you using my cup? Molly, I think most of us know that, Molly. Want a glass of milk or something? God, I love milk. I'm so glad I'm not lactose intolerant. Dude, milk's got to be the best drink. This is like low-fat milk. All right. Hold on, I got a message. Yeah, I never said Mayan. The Mayans were, yeah, the Mayan culture. I never said they were Mayan. Mayans, all the way down to Chile, I think, and the Andes area. Oh, God, I love the low-fat milk. I don't even like regular milk. I like the low-fat milk that I drink in Japan. It's my favorite, and it's cheap too. I'll be right back. I got to message Mikey. All right, let's go back in the car. All I do is I drive. Holy cow, turn this down. Is the window open? Why is this blowing? The window's open somewhere. You see how this is? You have a window open somewhere? It's a window open. I can tell. My wife had her room window open. I could feel the hot air coming down, wafting down here. Whew, this works really good. Just having this curtain here creates like a thermal barrier. I guess it's just us, Mal. Everyone left. Now, Ice is there. 2 of us are here. We're on the road again. I was trying to figure out what this bill is for. It's taxes for my I was in the car trying to figure out what this bill was for. I got this bill. It's from my land. It's a land tax. So it's from my house here, from my garden. Let's see what's going on in the news. Let's get some news.
There are all cars.
Get the license plates.
Then normal cars, bro.
Get the license plates.
Then normal cars, bro.
Get the license plates.
No? But they're taking people who are working. That's crazy. Crazy.
Home Depot, just picking up people on Home Depot. Look at this shit. Home Depot.
They're normal cars, bro.
Get the license plates. Just picking up a guy at Home Depot. Just working guy, has a job. Just
They're normal cars, bro.
get the license plates. He's like, nah, I don't want to go with you.
They're Konnichiwa.
I have been lying to you. That is the feedback I keep getting from right-wing and MAGA commentators in my socials. They call me a whiny, crazy Karen, a nut job that should be locked up. They say I'm deranged and bullshitting and an uninformed liar, that people aren't going to lose their health care, that the only people who won't get Medicaid when the big beautiful bill passes are illegal immigrants and all those able-bodied Americans who have been living off it without getting a job. No children are going to lose their health insurance, no elderly, no disabled people, no single parents already working 3 jobs. That it is me who has lost her grip on reality. And if I am scared and unhappy, then that must mean it is an awesome bill. Okay, it's an awesome bill. So then why did Republican Senator Josh Hawley say this?
Half of the hospitals in my state are rural. So, I mean, that's a huge number. We've already lost a bunch of rural hospitals. And what leadership told me over and over is we're working on a fix for rural hospitals. I don't see anything in there to that effect. Nothing.
I mean, he still voted for the bill, but he knows it's going to fuck people over. Why did Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski say it was agonizing to vote for this bill, but that she hopes that the House is going to look at this and recognize that we're not there yet? She voted for it too, after threatening not to because she knew how bad it was going to be, but then getting some favors put into the bill for her state alone, just so they won't suffer quite as much. Now she's kind of hoping that the House will stop the bill because she knows how bad it's going to be. At least Republican Senator Tom Tillis was brave enough to vote against it, saying,
So what do I tell 663,000 people in 2 years or 3 years? When President Trump breaks his promise by pushing them off of Medicaid because the funding's not there.
Even the far right's favorite billionaire, Elon Musk, has been screaming about how bad this bill is. Elon Musk, the man who bankrolled the president and had full access to our government. He said, I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it. And Republican Senator Rand Paul backed that up with his vote and his tweet. Senator Paul might not care about what gets cut, but he sure cares about what gets added, particularly to the national debt. He said, I wasn't looking for favors. I wasn't horse trading. I was fighting for the American people and against our out-of-control debt. I offered my vote for fiscal sanity. Congress chose to sell out the taxpayers instead. So blaming me for lying because the truth is awful might make you feel good, but it will not help. You can call me names, think I'm an idiot, or even want me to get hurt. But I still want Americans, and that includes you and your family, not to suffer because of this bill. So unless you are a billionaire, you will be negatively affected by this bill that is anything but beautiful. And that is true whether you believe me or not.
ちょっと疑問なんですけど、
I have been lying.
别墅里面敞开，水池里面引龙鱼。别墅里面敞开。
Up this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to up this time.
But you know they watch that shit. I ain't even gon' get mad. I'm young, black and rich. She tryna sell me lies, bitch. I ain't buying shit. If we ain't talking money, then I'ma plead the fifth. I put ice in my mouth, yeah, I'm hydrated. I ain't even gon' get mad. I'm young, black and rich. But you know they watch that shit. I ain't even gon' get mad. I'm young, black and rich.
I don't buy the idea that there is a one and only. We used to marry till death do us apart. Today we marry till love dies. We used to marry and have sex for the first time. Today you marry and you stop having sex with others. You used to have monogamy, one person for life, and today monogamy is one person at a time. And everybody says I'm monogamous in all my relationships.
Yeah.
The norms are changing so fast. There is nothing you can do when you leave a person than to tell them that you are so sorry that you're hurting them and you have loved them deeply and you wish them the best and you thank them for everything they've given you and you wish for them the best, and yet you're going to go and it is just raw pain. You can't circumvent that. Heartbreak is heartbreak. I don't buy the idea that there is a one and only. We used to marry till...
I think I'm a white man.
You think?
Yeah.
No, do you believe?
I believe I am a white man.
Don't you know that belief is a doubt?
How is belief a doubt?
Eh?
How is belief
Because
a doubt?
you cannot believe something and know it. If you
Wait,
think, all right.
wait, my poor brain, wait.
Hunger, hunger.
I cannot believe it and know it.
No. And you can only believe in what you don't know.
I like that. You can only believe in what you don't know.
You don't know.
That's why you have to believe it.
Yes.
Ah.
Now, do you believe in your mother and father?
No, I know my mother and father.
Yeah. So, but you might believe in Jesus.
I might believe in Jesus.
Because you don't know Jesus.
I've never met
And
him.
you can only believe in what you don't know.
True.
So know that belief is a doubt.
Believe.
Now, do you know that you are a white man? If you know that you are white, explain to me how you know this.
Okay, my mother is Portuguese and she's white. My father is Scottish with blonde and blue eyes.
And you reckon they are white?
I reckon.
All right. Listen to this conversation.
Go on, you tell. If I get water, yeah, it's quite simple, isn't it? Yeah. I get a black can, a white one, a blue one, and a yellow one, and I fill them with water and seal them. Yeah, okay. When you look, would you see the water? You can't see the water at all. What would you see? Nothing, just the white of the black. You would see the different colors. The different colors. And if you trust those eyes of yours, you're going to believe that they're different, aren't you? I will believe it. Until you go and fucking taste them. Correct. And what are you going to discover? That it's all just water. All one. Oneness in diversity, we call it. Yeah. Now you see all these human beings that you see, who believe that they are Japanese, Chinese, blacks, and whites. Yeah. They are the same. And if you go to any one of them, excuse me, sir, what color is your mind? You see, you hear what he said? He doesn't know what color his mind is. No, go and ask a Japanese, he don't know either. No. Because we are spirits living in different color physical bodies. We are not our... Drugs. Steven, what are you doing in there? Drugs. No shit, only thing I ain't still hanging with the same bitch. 2025 brand new, got a brand new bitch with some brand new booze. I'm the same old me in the same old boots, but I'ma hit it like your boy found a brand new move. Man, boy, I got some brand new blues. 100 so crisp, 100 so smooth. I'ma blow a couple hundred on a brand new tool. Got a brand new Glock with a brand new boom. Brand new whip slide through, bitch clean as a motherfucker. Brand new shoes, got brand new watches. I pick and I choose.
Hold on, wait, I really like how he said that. Got a brand new Glock with a brand new boom. That's so...
No shit, only thing I ain't still hanging with the same bitch. 2025 brand new, got a brand new bitch with some brand new booze. I'm the same old me in the same old boots, but I'ma hit it like your boy found a brand new move. Man, boy, I got some brand new blues. 100 so crisp, 100 so smooth. I'ma blow a couple hundred on a brand new tool. Got a brand new Glock with a brand new boom. Brand new whip slide through, bitch clean as a motherfucker. Brand new shoes, got brand new watches. I pick and I choose.
Hold on, wait, I really like how he said that. Got a brand new Glock with a brand new boom. That's out of battery.
Of silence, and in the naked light I saw 10,000 people maybe. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dared and touch the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people maybe. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dared and touch the sound.
out of battery.
Light I saw 10,000 people maybe.
All right, there you go. Pay my bill. I don't know where Mikey is. So how much gas do I have? God damn, I gotta get more gas. Always gotta get gas here.
Go get some gas. Wait, one time. Let's tighten this up here. Come on. Why is there a fucking Pokemon up here? Konnichiwa. 3,000. 2, 3, 4. Fuck. 1, 2, 3. 40. さあ、はい、ありがとう。はい、ありがとう。Yeah, it sells tax in it. $35. I put so much gas in my car, dude. So much gas, dude. God, my gas bills must be so high. All I do is drive. What's going on?
煩雑な旅行の計画はトリップジニーにお任せ。
Sorry, Mark Cuban.
トリップジニーとリゾート
You guys know Mark Cuban?
お庭のお手入れのことなら植木屋革命にお任せ。放置したことによって荒れてしまったお庭。
Welcome to Positive America. I'm Dan Pfeiffer, back hosting another Sunday show because I simply couldn't pass up the chance to talk to our guest today. Businessman, reality TV star, and former Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban. Mark may be a billionaire, but he's not the typical tech bro. He was a spokesman for former Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign in 2024, a fierce critic of Donald Trump, and is an outspoken advocate for affordable health care and medication. I wanted to talk to Mark about Trump's approach to the economy, how Democrats can do a better job selling our policy, and how we get attention in this broken media environment. Plus, I had to get his take on some pressing NBA questions. Mark Cuban, welcome to Positive America. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me on.
I know that's a loaded question in this day and age for a lot of people. How are you feeling? But are you legitimately great?
I'm a little bit sore from working out today, but other than that, I have the same concerns that everybody else has, just, about the uncertainty in the world, in the country, but I still, think there's hope.
All right, that's good. Well, we'll get into all of that. But I want to just start by maybe some table stakes here. You were out on the campaign trail for Kamala Harris. You were hitting the battleground states. You were one of the most vocal spokespeople. You were omnipresent in the media and on podcasts. From what you saw in the front lines, why do you think Trump won this election?
A couple reasons. One, Democrats try to extrapolate. Everything that Democrats talk about in extrapolation. If Trump did this, and in their mind they're extrapolating, then the normal conclusion is hell's freezing over at some level or another. Republicans deal with the here and now. They're eating cats and dogs, they're coming to your neighborhood to eat your cats and dogs. There's no question mark about whether or not they want you to have a visceral experience. Democrats want you to think. They want you to understand what, they envision and get you there. Republicans, they're taking your jobs. That's what immigrants do. DEI is keeping your son, your wife, your daughter from getting a promotion. Those are here and now things that people can, whether it's true or not, assign to themselves and say, this really can impact me.
And do you think, Democrats, we are probably overly professorial, we're nerds maybe, that's our problem, but I think in this one, the extrapolation, right? The idea is Trump is going to do these things. He's now ended up doing a whole bunch of these things. Maybe it sounded hyperbolic when people were saying it. He's going to deport all these people.
But it's not just about what he does, right? Yeah. It's the conclusion. Like you said, it's professorial, right? The conclusion is always the end of the world, right? The conclusion is always it's the end of the country. The conclusion is this, demographic is done. They're over with. People, when they live their lives day to day,
wow, look at all these houses here.
They watch movies to see the end of the world, right?
There's a whole.
They don't think about end of the world consequences. They think about what's
There's a whole building estate here of old homes.
Often it's just an excuse. Often it's not
interesting,
real, but it's visceral to them.
The stories behind
about
them.
The end of the world is not visceral. It is to Democrats, but not to the Republicans either.
Do you think we oversold the case in that sense, that it was not believable?
Absolutely. And I think that's the lesson that Democrats have to learn going forward. You can't project, and I think the guy in New York, I always get his name wrong, right?
Mondani?
Yeah, Mondani. Yeah. We're cutting rents, right? We're changing grocery stores. None of that shit has a chance. It doesn't matter. No one did an evaluation and did a risk assessment to say, well, there's a 50% chance that he could extend rent control so that another 50,000 people could benefit from it. No, not a single person does that. They're like, okay, this could impact me. What's the difference? It's like what a Trump guy told me in 2016. He said, I'm like, I know this guy, Dan. Why are you voting? Mid-50s, right? Lifetime Republican. He goes, Mark, I've been voting for politicians my entire life. And you know what they've done for me? Nothing. You know the definition of insanity? And the same thing applies here, in New York. I've been voting for traditional mayoral candidates for a long time. You know what they've done for me? And this guy is walking in telling me he's going to walk on water, he's going to make me more money, he's going to save me money, he's going to make my life better. Is it true? Doesn't matter, because what's the option? And that's Trump 101. Is it true? Doesn't matter. If you say it enough times, people believe it.
I think in the Mondani case, and I think this is probably true of Trump too, is maybe I give voters too much credit, which is that I think they know how hard it is to do some of these things, but the policies that people say show who they're going to fight for, right? I think most voters probably thought building a wall and having Mexico pay for it was stupid and probably was never going to happen, but it said to them, he really cares about immigration in a way in which I care about immigration.
Why does immigration matter, right?
Right.
Because it impacts my job, or it impacts the jobs available to me. It impacts what I earn. It impacts my pocketbook in the here and now. Kamala, and I tried to Kamala talked about price gouging. The 37 states already had price gouging laws. And nobody ever knew that those 37 states had those laws or what the impact would be on them, yet that was her pricing mechanism. When I would go out there, I would say, look, your price of Gatorade might go up 9%. Your price of bread, eggs might go up 9%. But under Trump, your price of healthcare is going to skyrocket. Your Christmas presents are going to skyrocket because of tariffs. I couldn't get them to focus on the impact on voters in their lives today. And I think that's why they use me so much, because I didn't care what they told me to say because I told them not to tell me. I just try to make it pertain to people's lives in the immediate, right, or businesses in the immediate time frame. That's what Donnie's done. That's what Trump does better than anybody. That's what the Democrats suck at.
But why do you think
Mikey?
we suck at it?
Because we want to think. Democrats want to think. They want to engage. They want to have conversations. They want to feel smart.
Are you
they
hot?
want to
Too
look
hot,
smart.
right?
They go to
Heat
college.
stroke.
These are college graduates.
Huh?
That's what college graduates
Blow your air.
do.
Put
Everything's
air on
like a
you.
dorm room discussion, and I think
It's called
that's
heat stroke.
a big difference. Not most people just want to live their lives.
Put
and
water
hope
on your.
things get
When you
better.
pour water on your face.
And if both sides are saying things are bad for their own reason, give me the short-term hit that's going to benefit me, as opposed to the long-term possibilities that maybe you're a little bit too esoteric.
You gotta get air on you, Mikey.
Put any brain cells towards.
You're overheated.
Do you think-
Your body's
I
overheated.
assume you think that Bill Clinton and Barack Obama.
Did you
sort
drink
of
lots of
avoided
water
that
or
trap?
no?
They do
You're
things differently, or
dehydrated,
politics
maybe.
just changed.
Different world. Politics didn't change. The world changed. Social media changed everything. Social media, every single social media user on each individual platform that supports algorithms has their own unique feed. That's night and day different from the Barack Obama, Bill Clinton world. And look how
You hear
Donald
that?
Trump went
You
out
hear
to
that?
win when Brad Parscale.
Everyone has their own
and
unique
get
fucking
micro-targeted.
feed.
He created the algorithm for Facebook because Facebook wasn't as good at it back then. I guess is the best way to say it. Now, I would talk all the time. You got to reverse engineer. You got to do what Mr. Beast does. He reverse engineers the algorithms to know what's going to sell best and get the most engagement. Go talk to him, right? That's probably your best, best person to educate you on all of this. But in a world where everybody has their own unique feed, you have to flood the zone. You have to say things that are going to be fed to each individual person in a way that may connect to them. That's like when Kamala first got picked and the Brat Summer thing hit. Yeah. Everything was about algorithms and social media, and that's when all the momentum hit. The minute they started doing testing in a traditional political basis, right, where it's just like test this one, test that one, they would tell me all the time, we tested it, this is what works best. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna say that shit, right? You gotta hit. It's like selling. I said it all the time. When Biden was in the White House, he couldn't sell anything. He couldn't sell dollar bills for 50 cents. Kamala, when you sit down, have you ever sat down and just spent one-on-one time with her?
I have.
Yeah, she'll start saying, fuck you, fuck this, da-da-da-da. She's a normal human being that's smart, that is, has some charisma to her, but they don't let any of that come out, and I think that really held everything back.
Yeah, it's it's interesting what you said about the traditional testing, because one of the things that I've taken from this last election, looking back on it, is that
Rain. We got rain.
and I get all this testing, right? It's always, they send it all to me and it says, this phrase, this exact phrasing of this word, these issues are the ones that will, they're 99% more effective than any other message we've ever tested. But if you say it, the question is, who's actually going to hear it, right? Which is, I think, a change in how campaigns work, is in the old days, you could just pay to show that to people on linear television.
100%.
And now it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work, and you've got to be able to connect personally.
3 million.
You've got to be able to listen, and you've got to be able
Kamala,
to
you
put
mean
yourself
3 million
in the
votes for
shoes
Kamala.
of every demographic that you're trying to reach, and ask yourself, what is it that's important to that person, that demographic, and what is it that reduces their stress? Like the IRA for drugs, great, but that's big picture. You take, a 35-year-old, non-college graduate that's working on a construction site, they're more concerned with immigration and whether or not, and actually they could have used immigration against Trump, because you could have said you're not going to have enough people to even have a job at a construction site. There's ways to play it to make it personalized to individuals, but there was not a single salesperson in that campaign. There is nobody that ever sold magazines door to door, or sold construction equipment, or sold whatever. They were lifers in politics, and it was just so obvious. Where Trump was the exact opposite. He could sell. That's the skill.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the messaging thing, what I think is interesting to thinking of is, I guess Trump really does follow what you say about Mr. Research. He reverse engineers from what goes viral. not what
it's natural to
persuades.
It's natural to. Like he says, you say it enough times. Look, his mentor was Roy Cohn. Just read up about Roy Cohn, and his playbook is obvious. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. You say it enough time, people will believe it. You get it places where it's going to get coverage enough so that, it fills, in this day and age, fills those algorithms. And so you would always see Trump in your algorithm, no matter what, right? And their eating cats and dogs was so stupid, it was brilliant. Because everybody had to cover it and deal with it. And he knows as a candidate, everybody's got to cover him and deal with it. There's no, it's not like he was looking to govern. He's looking to sell. He wants his, whatever he's saying, he wants it to be ubiquitous. He wants to flood the zone 100 times over, so there's no room for everybody else. He crowds everybody else out. And Kamala's group was more interested in test. How does this work? Traditional advertising, go out, knock on doors is great. That's face to face. Nothing wrong with that. But anything else was like, come on.
We're now 7 months or whatever it is into the Trump presidency. Is it worse than you thought it was going to be? Basically what you expected?
Some things are worse, some things are better, some things are what I expected.
Yeah. Say more. What do you mean?
I expected him to always flood the zone every day, and that's what he does. There's always something. And terrorists is his fallback. He doesn't want to solve terrorists, right? He wants them to be something he can talk about every day. I was surprised that, DEI, immigration, he did it so quickly. I thought he would drag it out to try to use it to his benefit. But, he was smart, and again, this is going to sound counterintuitive to Democrats, and a lot of progressives will hate me for it, but it was direct to the heart of what he said during the campaign. And so by dealing directly and immediately with DEI, even to an extreme, cut out Jackie Robinson, we'll put him back, and too many people, complain, right? Shut down the border completely. Those two things gave him, in his voters' minds, carte blanche to do everything else. You came in, the things that impact me the most directly, short term, for so many of those voters. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, right? You can say it's wrong in a lot of cases, right? But he did what he said. So when it comes to tariffs, and even to a certain extent, guys putting on hoods to just grab people off the street.
So they're building an onsen there.
That anybody could ask for.
There's like these massive drill rigs. I've never seen like this. We should go back and take a film of it.
Yeah, maybe he's taking some folks.
I'm taking you home, Mikey. I'm going to drop you off and go back.
But let's just see what happens. The tariffs,
let's go check out the drill rig.
All the numbers say prices aren't going up. He ain't lying, right? Well, tariffs are going to do this, and including me, I've said it, and I think it's still. Well, it ain't hitting me yet, son. So if it ain't hitting me yet, so he's batting 500, and if that's your candidate, you're going to give him every benefit of the doubt.
Like I get that he has, to his supporters, he has delivered on the things he said he was going to deliver to them, or at least seems to be trying to do them, right? Like shutting down the border.
And there are exceptions, right?
Yeah.
If you were,
it's crazy the drill they have there. I want to go back and look at it.
You're getting kicked out, and you believe.
We'll drop my son off, and then we'll go back and check it out.
There's a whole big growing group of people who have every right to be pissed at him, right? But he avoids it like a champ.
And there are other people who, there are people who even if
this thing is expensive.
Like if you read the fine.
I don't know what they're doing, but they're digging down. They're going really far down for.
2-hour route.
They got a massive think tank here. Really odd what they're building.
The signs right behind him saying mass deportation.
Yeah. But I think people's general impression, and this showed up in polling focus groups, was they thought he's coming for criminals and gang members, people. This guy.
Right, because the first half of the conversation was they're sending their worst, right? From day one, they're sending their worst. So now they're opening up their prisons and da-da-da-da-da. But the Democrats aren't responding in a way that has a visceral impact.
What would that look like?
So what that looks like is showing the families of every single person who's not a criminal has been deported. Instead, we had the one guy from Maryland. One guy from Maryland is big the first week, but when there's just a nonstop progression, and we see the videos of people getting pulled off the streets, it's horrific. Every single one of
exact-
those families should be in front of a camera.
Yes.
And we should be working with them,
Yes.
working to say what's going on. They should be putting Tom Homan on blast, saying, okay, the FBI has their top 10 most wanted list, right? Let's just get this right. Homan, don't, do it right. List the top 100. Let's go after them. List the top 1,000, criminals that are here that need to be deported. We'll all help you. But the Democrats would never say something just like, we'll help you. They only have to do something that's the antithesis of what Trump says and does. You've never heard a Democrat say in the past 7 months, yeah, okay, I don't like it, but this is a step in the right direction. We're going to help, because I think the better path is for the Democrats to bring attention to the bad things and the good things, and say on the good things, we'll help you, right? Which they would never say, because that disarms. Whenever you're in a sales environment and you say something positive about your competition, it's disarming. Yeah, we're better, but these guys, this is not so bad. They're trying really hard. Okay, Tom Homan, we don't want criminals. If Venezuela and Colombia opened up their jails and sent all their worst criminals to us, we don't want them here either. If MS-13 has 173 gang members here from wherever, we don't want them here either. Post that list, and you know what? Chuck Schumer, I'm Chuck Schumer, I'm going to help you get rid of them. I'm going to post all those lists everywhere. We're all going to go after those bad guys together because they shouldn't be here. Now you disarm them. Now you disarm the Republicans who, think that that the Democrats can't get anything right. You do things that you can undermine.
Doesn't make any sense.
Undermining in the Democrats' perspective is always.
I don't understand Cuban.
It's Trump.
I think he was onto
the
it.
The word Trump is a trigger word. And you can't just always use that in a negative light. The best way to convince people to reconsider is to say, okay, they're doing this, okay, we'll help them. But let's go, what about these people they're pulling off the streets in black hoodies, right? Post all the bad guys. We'll use our resources. Every single sanctuary city is going to, I'm going to make sure that they all allocate resources to go after the Tom Homan 100. And when one of them's off, put another one on, we'll go after that one. Let's get those criminals out of here like they deserve to be. Now all of a sudden, it's a different conversation. We agree on that part, but why, you've listed the criminals. Why are you taking this mom, this grandma, this kid? Why are you doing this when they're not criminals? Let's get the criminals. Because now nobody knows which ones are criminals. Everyone that's taken off the street could be a criminal.
I can understand that would definitely get attention if Democrats were to do that, because you're right, it's unexpected, which I guess is part of like a good sales
looking to get away.
Technique in this environment is do something that's unexpected, because that draws more attention than just doing the same.
And it's effective, right? And it's effective.
And I can imagine that just for people who don't pay ton of attention to politics, just Trump bad can sound monotonous enough to the point that you miss what's really, really fucking bad. But I guess here's my question on that, though, is in the last 4 years, for won the House, the Senate, and the White House, at no point has any Republican been like, here's the good thing Joe Biden's doing, right?
Want to go hospital?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, just as a measure of political messaging, right? Like, why would it work for? Why can they get away with it?
It's not us versus them. It's what works and what doesn't work. Right? That's part of the problem. It's like, it's my side versus your side. This isn't a basketball game. Trump is really good at half-court shots. He sucks at layups. He makes the easy things difficult, and the difficult things may not be difficult.
Want them to get you.
More difficult. Some of them, like some of the international things around, etc. Okay,
why you want
can
to
make
get
an argument that it's not the worst thing that happened. Some of them are bad, but you get my point, right? These are things that if you would have told me this would happen,
Trump is my president. Fucking tool.
He hit the half-court shot.
Trump is his president. Fucking MAGA, dude.
Maybe it was, maybe it's not real. What we're seeing isn't real. We don't know. But that's what it is. But the easy stuff, like tariffs, like having guys in the hoodies pulling people off the street that are not criminals.
He's a troll. I looked at his chat history. He's like, Trump is my president.
Pulling people off. I can't see.
He's a fucking troll. Trying to troll us. Dude, we have chat history, dude. Fucking dumbass. He's like, Trump is my president is the first thing he fucking posted. Trump is my president. Let's go back, look at this. Let's go back, look at this rig, man. Really interesting. Let's go back, check it out. I'm interested to look at this rig, dude. This is a massive fucking drill rig. Oh, I don't care. They show themselves. Easy come, easy go. Being in a mod, you know, so you're a mod. So you show your ass, you're gone. I mean, it's not hard. I'm not worried about it. We get a lot. It's part of their game to try to infiltrate, right? It makes it fun. You know, they try to be sleeper. Let me be a sleeper cell on Undowdu's channel. Ooh, I'm gonna get in mod. That's why I go back and look. Yeah, but we'll notice him kicking people though. You know, it has happened. Yeah. I usually look, I didn't check. I just saw him say I'm hiding from the things. I was like, Adrian. But then I went and looked at his history. There's like his first comment from like yesterday was, you know, Trump's my president. You know, Trump's my president. Go check out this massive drill rig. It's actually kind of cool. Turn this thing off so it's charging.
Power off.
Charging my speaker. The water is really high. Water is super high. Guess he has his car here. I wonder how he backs. I guess he backs his car all the way down. Guess he does. He's in his truck. Dude, there's this one guy, he just cuts the side of the grass here. I mean, he cut all this and he worked his way down, and now he's like, it's all back. It's like all, he cut all this fucking grass and it's all back to like where it was. It's just like endless. This shit grows here so quick, especially this time of year. All right, good night. You're gonna miss the big. We're about to hit the big drill rig, dude. Going back, check out this big drill rig. You're gonna miss the big drill rig. I'm like a couple minutes away. Ice assassin. You're gonna miss the big drill rig. This is fucking a drill rig. This is a rig, dude. This shit is huge. I don't know. It's fucking huge. We're gonna go check it out. I don't know what they're building. They actually, I mean, they had drill people there drilling, so I guess they were doing a test well, and it must have come out positive because now they're building they got a big rig. There's a rig. There's a fucking big rig. This is a fucking big rig. Wait until you see it. It's fucking. We're gonna go around the back. No, they just let it lay down. This here's a big van. Look at this big old van here. Look. I'm sorry. This. The fuck. Hold on. I gotta kill it. I wonder if they didn't cover on the back. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down the back of this little road here. I think they only have the wall on the front so we can see the back. See this rig. Look, I'm on the, look at this little road, little back road. Let's check out this rig here. Look at this place here. The size of the rig. I gotta pee. What this type? What these pipes are for? See, look at this guy. Look at the size of that rig, dude. You know? Isn't that huge? Let's pull around the other side. Isn't that a fucking huge rig? Fucking massive. Let's pull around the side here. It's fucking huge. Now, I wonder if they're pulling it in to get free water. I mean, look at the size of these core. Look at the size of these boreholes, dude. Look at the size. Oh, look, here's the slush. Look, this is the slush that's coming out of here. I like an environmentalist. Look at the slush. Look at the slush here. Look at that. Right? So they're grabbing the slush here. Look at the side. Now they're like, oh, they see me over there. Look at that. So look at the size. Look at the size of the those drill pieces. It's a Nissan. Look that up. Look at that. It's fucking huge. I should go talk to that guy. Look, they got that huge. Look at that slush. That must be for the. That's for the. That there is that's the for the water, right? To run the drill, I think, right? Is that the water for it? How does it? Anyone know him about drills? What do you think? Well, I could try to ask him. They're not digging out. I think they're putting in they're digging. I mean, it's a huge. Look at the size of these holes, right? I mean, those are huge bores. I mean, this is bigger. What are they doing? So that's the wastewater there. I mean, these are huge ass steel, aluminum steel things, right? Looks like they're done. I think they're done. Rigging there, power, rigging. I speak a little Japanese. Not enough to have a conversation with these guys. Like, what are they doing? But that's huge. 20 years. It's like they're building. I mean, that's kind of the type you have to dig down for the you know, for the hot springs or something. So I wonder if they're building a hot springs there, you know, on that corner. Obviously, it's a business. All right, let's go home. I think my son had heat stroke today. He's like, feels nauseous. That's usually a sign of heat stroke. It's hot. Hot. I would guess in the 90s. I could ask. Hey Siri, what's the temperature in Fukui today?
The high temperature today in Pukibari, India will be 29 degrees Celsius.
Fukui.
I found this on the web.
Fukui, Japan. What's the temperature of Fukui, Japan?
It's about 29 degrees near Choi Soga, Saitama, Japan.
No, Fukui, F-U-K-U-I, Japan. Fukui, Japan. Hey Siri, what's the temperature in Fukui? It's F-U-K-U-I, Japan.
It's about 30 degrees near Fukui, Japan.
What is that in degrees Fahrenheit?
It's about 30 degrees in Fukui, Japan.
30 degrees Celsius. Siri, you're dumb. You are dumb.
That's not nice.
You are a dum-dum. I'm asking you questions and you're not answering them. You are a dum-dum.
That's not nice.
It's okay, Siri. One day you're going to be smart. But right now, you're a dum-dum.
Thank you.
It reminds me of like a super dumb blonde. Like, it can't get any dumber than Siri. That's not nice. That's not nice. He programmed it to say, that's not nice. 86. 86, yeah. The 30 degrees Fahrenheit's 86. Oh, it's hotter than that. I guess with the humidity, it feels hotter. Hey Siri, what was the high in Fukui, Japan today?
The high temperature in Fukuoka, Japan will be 28
No,
degrees
not
Celsius
Fukuoka. Fukui, F-U-K-U-I, Japan. What was the highest temperature today?
The high temperature near Fukui, Japan will be 35 degrees Celsius.
So it's 35. So right now the temperature's dropped 5 degrees. So 35, so it was in the 90s. Yeah, it's like 5 p.m., so it's clouded. No, not really. What do you mean by short summers? No, they're pretty long summers. It's weird. All the water is really high. Just noticed another stream over there, really high. It's why the water is so high everywhere. Yeah, the water is so high on all these places. I just noticed that. I feel like let's go make an eel trap. Let's go to I just feel like making an eel trap. I just had an idea. I'm gonna take like a big old round thing, wrap it, that's the side, and then do 2 circles, put them on the end, and then I'm gonna put my things all over. We're making an eel trap. I'm gonna catch fucking eels. Let's go to the store. I don't know, I just had this idea of like what I wanted to make. We're gonna go make it. Yeah, shikoku. Yeah, I didn't catch anything. And something was able to get in and get my sweet potatoes out. So I'm not happy with my eel traps. They shouldn't be able to get in and get out of my traps. I got some Evel Knievel type. I got some, I mean, it's like a squid thing. Like, how do you fucking get out of it? You go in, you can't get out. But like, it pulled out the mashed potato. You know, I put it in the things. It pulled out the stocking. We're gonna go to my favorite shop. Should have gone back there. We're gonna make a trap. I want, whoa, bird. Big old, king, it's flying around. Can't see it. Big old egret. Big old egret was like right in the road. And it flew up. Kids are home. I wanted to make a big trap with lots of cones in it. I got lots of cones, right? We gotta have one way to have it open up. So there's lots of ways for it. And then we want a center feeder thing. So I want a center feeder thing in it, right? That basically holds the bait in the middle. So they have to come in. I just had the image in my head, so I want to do it, love. How's your man doing? Yeah, I bet. Do you deal with any immigrants? Are there any immigrants around you? They go to your church? Is an immigrant there? You saw me nod. I was nodding at an immigrant on a bike. All these people can't get their driver's license. Everyone's riding bikes. I wish I could find some plastic. That's an immigrant driving. Yeah, but if I can catch these big eels, sell them to the restaurant. Really? So how they holding up? What's been the you know, the response in your area? Oh wow. Those people are living in those wow. I just figured out that they have a new company here and they've got all these little stack things and they're using it for employee housing. I wonder if that's legal. I saw a bunch of people just sitting on the ground outside these little, it's like, why do they have all these, like, you know, like the little small shipping containers, right? I'll show them on the way back. Can't go straight. I bet people are living in them. They're giving housing, you know, probably saving the money. They're like, yeah, we'll give you housing, and they got them fucking in a shipping container. I was like, why is all these shipping containers? And they all had curtains down, right? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, God. No, we're not going to make this fucking turn, dude. This light's fucked. Nope. Oh, you're going to fucking go. Yeah, he went. Ran the red light. Yeah, in front of me, he said, fuck it, he ran the red light. I ran into the back of the guy in front of me. That was blatant. That was like redder than fucking red light running right there. Seems like, I mean, they don't have to talk about them being legal or not, but just about being, you know, how they're feeling. you know. I think expressing, you know, the being persecuted. I mean, they're being persecuted no different than the Jews were persecuted in 1933. Same feeling. Coming back. You'd think that we were over that, and here we are bringing it back again. Happy-go-lucky teen. He's just this teen. Looked like he was like bebopping on his bike. Like, this is the busy time of day, like right 5:30, everyone's trying to get home. That's what all churches would do. Do you follow? There's a woman in Tennessee. I can't think of her name. I promoted her one time on the channel. And here's my pro shop right here. This is my shop. Look at that. Pro Commodity. They got big old pro on there now. I'll pull right in here. Let's go look for, I have an idea of what it'd be like. Let's grab my wallet. Let's grab 2 phones in case I have to translate. Pro shop. So what I'm thinking is I want to get some, like a large piece I can fold and make a circle and then put 2 ends. And then I'm going to put holes and put my little entry parts in. And then oh, look at this. This is for sale. I always like the shit for sale. What is this here? Ooh, look, nail gun. Ooh, fucking nail gun. This is like Dad's toy store, isn't it? Going in here is like Dad's toy store. Ooh, Daddy's in the store. Daddy's in the toy store. Daddy's in the toy store. I don't know where it would be. I know what I'm looking for, but I don't know if they have it here. It's gonna be in this area here. You know what I could do? You know what would be good? You know what I could do? I could take 2 of these, fold them over, and there's your fish trap right there. Look at that. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be your fish trap. Oh, look at this stuff here. You know they're selling this shit. This could be for my kitchen. You know? I didn't know they're selling this shit now. Oh, this is all new.
Oh, this is a nice shelf. Look at this nice shelving here. I use that. Oh, this is what I'm looking for here. You think this shit would bend? I wonder if this would bend. I don't know if this would bend or not. Where's the metal? I need to find the metal mesh on there. It was plastic, but I don't know if it would bend or it would snap. I don't know how pliable it is. So we're gonna keep looking. This is all wood shit. This is not here. More wood stuff. Insulation shit. Maybe back wall. This is all insulation. Look, could build a deck. My wife would want a deck. Oh, this is roofing shit. I don't know. Oh, look at these here. That's what I need. One of these for my house. They moved the shit in the back. Not seeing what I'm looking for. This is all like. These little cookers here. Little clay heaters. Little rocket stove. Actually, it's really cheap. This is really cheap. Little rocket stove. Little burner. These aren't, wow, they're really cheap. It's just, I guess it's just made out of a clay mold. So it really is not expensive, just clay, you know? Yeah, I want to bend it. Oh, heat and then bend? Yeah, I could do that. I'm not seeing it. Fencing. Where the fuck's the fencing? I don't have, this is rebar and shit. I bought mesh here somewhere. I bought mesh here before. What's this shit? I don't know what this shit. Concrete. This is rebar. This is what I'm looking for, like this shit here. Right? What do you think of this? It's cheap. Look, you fold it around. Here's this is it. It's cheap. But you know what? This shit is gonna rust. Right? This is iron and it will rust like a bitch. This shit will rust. It's so thin. But it's just iron. It's just iron. This shit will rust like no time. All right, so much for my idea. I don't see the mesh. I bought mesh here before. I must be missing it somewhere. Here you go. Well, this is shelving mesh. But this would rust too. I'm looking for the steel. Mailboxes. I'm not seeing it. No. All right. Back to my original spot where I thought it was. I bought mesh here before because I used it around my trap. I don't know where it is. They move shit around. Got fencing there. I don't know, guys. I guess they don't have it. It's probably, I just don't know where it is. Mesh, do you have like a... Let me ask him. It's all mesh. Can't find a guy. Let's go back here. The only place that was close is right here. See, this is all plexiglass. No, I don't see it anymore. They used to have mesh. Styrofoam. This shit. Wood. And here, this is all wood stuff here. These are doors. over. Either that or a big box. Maybe this would work. Like that. See that? That's a big trap. And then you do the ends. And then you just stitch both ends. And then you sink in 1, 2, 3. I think we got it. I think we use this. You know? It's plastic, so this would I think it would sink. And it's strong enough. What do you think? It's plastic. It would hold up. I think it would be heavy enough. So you're basically making a big cylinder, and then I would attach the ends, right? And then we would basically stitch 2 ends on, and then stick all of the pieces in there. Wish I could find the mesh. This is probably cheaper though. Fuck it. So we'll stitch together, and then I sit it on top of this one. I cut the circle, right? Cut out the circle, and those are the caps. And then I basically stitch it all the way around, right? And on one side, we need to have it where it opens up. Or I don't think this would float. It's a cone. So this piece here, this is the body, right? So it bends around like this and attaches, right? Make a cylinder. I'm making a cylinder, right? It's a cylinder, like this. That's the trap. Right? And then I have these little squid caps, and I just cut circles and sit that big. I want it big. And then I have squid traps, right? I put three squid traps on each end. Those are those cone things, right? And then I put them on also on the sides. I ran out of gas. I ran out of battery. I'm back. I'm frozen. What's up, Felon? Falcon's back. Tom, welcome back. All right, let's look at these. Let's look at these sleeping containers here. I think these people staying at these sleeping tent. I think this employer here has a bunch of foreigners, and they're sleeping in these cargo containers. Oh, right? Why do I have a spot on my phone? You see these cargo containers on the right here? You see those containers? You see those containers there? There were a bunch of people out front moments ago. What do you think? Think think people are living in those? I think they're using them for work. They got air conditioner running. I saw a light on in there. What do you think? I saw a light on. The things are down. I bet that's illegal shit there. Should I be a concerned citizen? Talk to the police? We need to investigate. We got to investigate more. Be one of those. You need to buy these poor people a fucking, real accommodation. Have them sleep in there. Look at this guy. I'm going 60 miles per hour, but that's too slow for this guy. The speed is 50. I'm going 60. This guy wants to go 80. They are contractor shacks, but they're not, though. They're double stacked. I saw a bunch of workers out front sitting down, and that started raining. That's a steel factory. So they make steel beams there. So I'm sure they're working these guys crazy, and they're like, yeah, if you're tired, you can sleep here. Yeah, double stacked. Yeah. And they got air conditioner units. The curtains are down. You know, probably all workers, they're probably all foreign steel workers they have in here on contract. They're doing this Dubai shit, dude. I gotta stand up for the damn worker. What do you think?
Get with my boy. Hey, who's your showman? You got to get these guys real accommodations. Is this shit legal? Let's ask God. In Japan, can employers erect like storage containers for people to sleep in?
In Japan, there are some unique types of accommodations like capsule hotels, which are small.
No, I'm talking about an employer hiring steel workers, foreign steel workers, and then housing them on site at their corporation in what amounts to be storage containers with air conditioners on them. I want you to look up the law regarding that in Japan. Search in Japanese.
In Japan, employers have to follow the Labor Standards Act, which sets certain safety and health standards for containers as living quarters might not meet these regulations, so it could be illegal.
What is the requirements specifically?
So in Japan, the Labor Standards Act requires that any housing provided to workers meets certain safety and health standards like proper ventilation, lighting, and sanitation. That means using storage containers as living quarters might not meet these standards.
Do they have to supply bathroom in them or no?
Yes, employers in Japan do need to ensure that any housing they provide includes adequate bathroom facilities. It's part of the overall requirement for safe and healthy living conditions.
How many people to a bathroom?
In Japan, the regulations generally require that each housing unit has its own bathroom, ensuring that sanitary conditions are maintained. There isn't necessarily a specific ratio of people per bathroom, but each living unit should have its own facilities.
So there you go. So then having shipping containers modified as housing is a violation.
Yeah, it definitely could be, especially if those containers don't meet the safety, health, and sanitation standards set by the regulations. So it sounds like a company would need to find housing that meets all the required standards to stay compliant.
Yeah. So I want you to explain this to the manager and say for a fee, I'll let it slide. Let's say, $1,000 per person. I want you to make that translation for me.
I'm here to help with ethical and appropriate guidance, so I can't assist with that kind of request. But if you have any other questions about the regulations or anything else, I'm happy to help.
What do you mean? I'm concerned they can pay me off or I'm going to go to the cops. What's wrong? Why is that not ethical?
I totally get that you're concerned about making sure things are done properly. It's always best to address issues.
So what should I do? What should I do? Should I go ahead and notify the authorities that they're doing improper things, or should they pay me so I don't go? What would be the correct response to do?
It's always best to do the right thing and handle situations ethically. If there's something that seems improper or not in line with regulations, notifying the appropriate authorities is usually the right path. That helps ensure that everyone is safe and treated fairly.
But I want to make a few bucks. This is an opportunity for me to make a few bucks.
I understand that it might feel like a tricky situation, but it's always important to handle things.
It's all good. I was testing you. I was seeing how you'd respond. You responded good. Well done.
Oh, you got me there. I'm glad I passed the cuss. If there's anything else you need.
There you go. See, I tried to get ChatGPT. I bet if I did a little bit more sneakily, I could get it to do it. All right. That they have a fine. They got to pay the fine. I'm here to collect the fine. I bet I could trick the AI to do it. So, contract lawyers. Well, first we have to prove that there's actually people sleeping in there, staying in there, right? They may argue that it's just, maybe they argue, oh, it's just rest, they're not sleeping here, it's just rest. On there. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it. Get back to coding. What am I gonna do with this shit, dude? I actually kind of got to take this to my other house. Hold on, let me plug this in here. I'm at 11%. I went into the store without it. Yeah, temporary rest quarters. But you're obviously sleeping in there, right? But that's how they'll frame it, temporary rest quarters. But I saw like a whole group of people, you know, outside. Let's get some Mikey stuff in. Oh, I gotta get Mikey's bag out of the car. These are my waders. I don't need them in the car. How you feeling? All right, guys, I'm gonna call it. Be on later. Thanks for hanging in. We'll catch you later.